All right, let's settle down. Let's get our guest speaker up here.
Yeah.
He's here live. I don't know if he's in Houston, Texas with his son hanging out. And I love the story how he has all the time in the world to be with his son and also feed his son healthy food. That's what's wrong with the food today, all these chemicals. He's also between Houston, Florida. Yeah, he's down in Florida, got some stuff going in Florida, or Baltimore, Maryland. You hear the story because I don't know what part of the world he's in. And that's what I love about this young man. He decided and made a decision to put his head down and go all in and not look up. And before you know it, he had regional vice president, and he's probably going to be the youngest SVP in the company. Without further ado, can we give a warm welcome to none other than Mr. Great Shakeel Cooper?
So it's always good to be on the call. I felt like this is about to be five five years since we've been doing this.
Almost, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's almost 5 years. I'm like, this is probably one of the other most consistent things that I've been able to do throughout the years. So for the people on the call, listen, if I can show up every single other month for almost 4 or 5 years, you could do the same thing too. But I do want to thank you again, Mr. Thomas, for always inviting me to get on these calls just to kind of share my story and the things that I've been able to learn throughout my journey of being involved in ACN for now 11 years. I got started when it was 2013, October 27, 2013. So for 11 years, this has been one of the longest businesses or just anything in general that I've done. And it's still paying me to this day. I always think back about when people was laughing at me, and I always told myself 10 years from now, I'm still going to be getting paid and you're still going to be paying for things that you got 10 years ago. And now those things have came into fruition. So I just thank ACN for just sticking to their word. And the company said 10 years from now, we're still going to be here. And guess what? 10 years later, 11 years later, the company is still here today. But for the people on the call, you got to understand that there are some things that you have to do in order to be successful. See, a lot of people think that you just get lucky. Yes, you can get lucky, you have a good month, but to be able to build something that for years and years and years, now over a decade, continue to pay you income, most people don't have that. But what I understood was that the system works. One thing I learned about AC is that the system works. If you do the work in the system, you're going to get results. But the thing is, you have to do it over and over and over and over again. And most people, they can't do something over and over and over again because they're so used to doing something and getting paid right now, getting paid right now. What they see, it might take you years before you're able to have a real successful business. It might take you many, many years. And I understood that I just keep doing the same thing I was doing 10 years ago. Wake up every single day, take care of my health, work hard, talk to people. I'm on my phones all day long. See, I got another phone. Like, as soon as I get off this call, I got a bunch of people waiting in line to call back. So what I understood was that success leave clues. You got to understand that you got to put in the work. It's not going to happen by happenstance. Mr. Thomas has been involved in the company for a little while, and guess what he's doing? He's still working because after a while, it don't even feel like work no more. It just feel like a typical day in the life. We talk to people. When you think about what we do, we talk to people. We're not out there in the hot sun doing construction. Like, we're talking to people. We're doing the same thing that you're doing every single day. Is just your conversation. There's no money at the end of it. There's no money to be made because you're talking about, hey, what's going on in the election. You're talking about what's going on in the media. You're talking about holidays. You're talking about a whole bunch of things. But when it comes time to talk about things that can change your family life, things that can change your life, it's hard. But to talk about foolishness, you can do it all day. The gossip, I see people on Facebook all day. They can voice their opinion. But when it's time to talk to people about business, you got nothing to say. So again, the business is simple. So I put together a few different things going in 2025. If you're taking notes, that you should do. So the first one is personal growth. Number one, prioritize health and wellness. The reason why you need to do that is because if you don't, what's going to happen is that you're going to get tired. You're going to get lazy. You're going to get, to a point where it's just going to be hard for you to have success long term because your health can't keep up. You just can't keep up. You get tired. So for me, I understand that. I tell you guys all the time, I invested in a trainer. The reason why I invested in a trainer is because it just made a lot of sense. it just made a lot of sense because I just couldn't do it by myself. And I just got tired of just wasting my time at the gym, wasting my time at the gym, wasting my time at the gym. But I noticed that once I got someone that was an expert, once I got someone that knew what they was doing, and I followed a simple system, 1 hour a day, 3 times a week, and the results I've gotten in the past 5 months, I'm a whole different person because I was consistent. He said 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you know how hard it is to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning when you haven't worked a job in 11 years to go work out at a gym? Who want to wake up out of their sleep to just go to the gym? And I'm not fat, I'm not big, but I want to be a better version of myself. That's dedication, because the people that need to go to a gym, you couldn't pay them to go to the gym. So it's a different type of mindset. I just wake up and do it anyway. It's times where I don't feel like it. I get up, I brush my teeth, I put my clothes on, and I just go, because thinking about it is harder than actually doing it. And when you do it, at the end of it, you like, man, that was easy. And you feel good about it, right? So prioritize your health. Invest in continuous learning, read books, attend seminars, take courses in the areas in the leadership and emotional intelligence and time management. You got to invest into yourself. You got to always be a student. Never stop learning. Never feel as though you know everything. I am still a student. No matter how great people might say about me, I don't know it all. I'm still learning. And yesterday, wins, listen, it don't matter today. It's what are you doing right now? I don't want to hear about you was #1 TC and RD 5 years ago. What are you doing today? See, a lot of people love to live in the past. See, I stay away from people that live in the past because the future is so much brighter. Listen, think about it, right? In your car, we can agree that the windshield is bigger than the rear. It's the reason why. That means your future is bigger than your past. So everything that's going on in your past, it don't matter. You could have not have success for 5 years. That don't mean that for the next 5 years, you can't be the #1 person in the company. You know, number 3, build a morning routine. Start your day with intention, exercise, journal, meditate, set goals for the day. What are your goals for the day? What are you doing when you wake up in the morning? Do you watch the news? Do you listen to the radio? Do you know that 2 things that have helped me become successful and keep me focused throughout the past, really my whole life, was I don't watch TV and I don't listen to the radio. I don't even know what the radio station is in Houston. I don't listen to the radio because you're being programmed. You're just focusing on what's going on in the world that's not going to be beneficial to your life. And I'm not telling you to do what I do, but listen, I'm not complaining about life. I'm getting older, but I'm looking younger. I'm getting older, but I'm feeling younger. So I know for a fact that what I'm saying is working, and it's not to brag, it's because I've done the work. So I'm telling you something that works. And number 4, network with a purpose, right? Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who challenge and inspire you. Put yourself around the people that you want to be like. Put yourself around people that's doing better than you. You got to understand that you are who you spend the most time with. See, I can be around any type of people, but I'm not going to get influenced by them. That's just how I'm operating. The average person, no. Peer pressure. You hang around your friends, you don't drink, but your friends drink, and you're scared to tell your friends you don't drink. When I go out with my friends, they know I don't drink alcohol. And guess what? They're still going to invite me out, and they're not going to pressure me to do something that I don't do. I want to live till I'm 100+ years old. So I got to take care of my body while it's young. I talk to so many older people, and they always say, man, I wish I was your age. And guess what? That always stuck to me in the back of my mind. Like, man, I can look like I'm 20-something up until I'm like 50, 60 years old if I just take care of my body. Look at Mr. Thomas. The guy looks like he's 25. He got energy. He's not like, how you guys doing today? And like, he's full of energy. It's the reason why success leaves clues. I'm telling you, pay attention. Set personal goals. It's about to be 2025 in less than 30 days. Break down your yearly goals, monthly and weekly target. What are your goals? I got big goals. Big goals. I know where I'm going in life. And that's why I'm going to make it, because I know where I'm going. If you don't know where you're going, how are you planning on end up being there? Most people just don't have goals. They just don't have time to write down. It takes 5 minutes. One trick that I do when I'm sleeping, I have affirmations playing non-stop. I even pay for YouTube Premium so I get no ads. Don't disturb me. I don't want to hear no mess while I'm sleeping. So guess what? It's on repeat. Bob Proctor talking about money comes to me in increasing quantities to multiple sources on a consistent basis. And every day I wake up, my phone people just can't wait to bring money to me because I'm attracting it. You're either attracting or you're repelling. Subconsciously, most people feel as though they don't even deserve to make money and success because they didn't work for it. See, when I know I work for it, so I know for a fact it's coming. So deep down, I know that, man, I put in the work, so I deserve it. So what are you saying when you buy yourself? Do you really feel as though you deserve success? Let me ask you that question on call. When last time you sat down and had a conversation with yourself and said, man, I want all this stuff in life, but I ain't working. I ain't really put the work in. See, you gotta be real. You can lie to me, you can lie to Mr. Thomas, but you can't lie to yourself because guess who you gotta spend with 24/7, 365? Yourself. Stop lying to you. You can't expect to get something if you didn't put the work in. Some people want to fall at the top of the pyramid. No, they want to fall at the top of the mountain. No, you got to put in the work. Because yes, you can get there, but it's like people that win the lottery. They broke in 3-4 years. Why? Because they don't know how they got the money. Some people get success, don't know what to do it, and guess what? They blow it. That could have been your one opportunity in life to change your life in generations to come, but because you wasn't prepared, you fumbled the bag. Because one thing I learned in life, they said that every single person has at least 3 chances in life to become successful. They got 3 opportunities, some way, somehow. They just don't see it as an opportunity. Then we want to talk about business growth. Number 1, business growth. You want to leverage AI and technology. You want to automate your tasks. You want to use different things in CRM platforms and stuff to grow your company. Do you understand that we're living in a totally different world? That we don't just have to do meetings in person no more. That you can do webinars. You can do networking events. You can listen. I do all kind of stuff. I sponsor different events to meet and network with people and business owners. Like, hey, the other day I just did a sponsorship with another client and business partner of mine, and I sponsored headshots. So I paid a photographer $300 to come for 3 hours and to take headshots from everyone there. Passed out my business cards, network. I always sponsor different events. Hey, guess what? It's holiday season. It's Christmas time. Guess what? I'm gonna sponsor. Hey, give some kids some gifts. Spend a couple $100. Go to Walmart. Go to the dollar store. Get some gifts. Give it back to the kids. Hey, I'm now networking and showing my value. See, most people just come to take, but are you giving back to the universe? Are you giving back to others? Because if you're not blessing others, how can you get blessed? You got to give to receive. You got to care more about giving than receiving, because if you give, you're always going to receive. It's just how things work. But we have just been trained to just take instead of give. Why do you think most wealthy people are big philanthropists? Why? Because they know that if you want to stay successful, you got to give back. Sometimes it's a tax write-off, but guess what? You can have a tax write-off and pay a good deed at the same time. A win is a win. So again, you got to give back. Number 2, you want to focus on your brand. What are your brand? My brand was the Wolfpack. When you heard Wolfpack, you thought about me. What's your brand? Do anybody know you? When someone say a name, do they think about you? I'm just saying, what is your brand? Just think about it. People love Nike. They don't know who the owner of Nike is, but guess what? Phil Knight, they know the brand. They wear his brand. They wear Jordans. He built the brand. Under Armour. Just think about all these brands and companies that we love, Gucci, Louis, all these designers. You know that's somebody's family last name, right? That's their brand. What's your brand? What's your family last name? Because I know when people mention Shakeel Cooper, they gonna say great things because I put in work. They had Cooper, they automatically know that guy been putting in work, and he been showing us through the ups to the downs. He ain't never fell off. Why? Because I just keep going. I might have a bad couple weeks, but as long as I keep going, listen, it keep coming in. And it's never going to stop because guess what? I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to get comfortable. I make 10 million, 50 million. I'm going to keep doing the same thing I'm doing now. Why? Because to me, it's not work. I'm just living in my purpose. And when you live in your purpose, it's not work. So again, number 3, you want to optimize financial management. You got to manage your money. You got to invest your money to make you more money. You got to invest into your brand, invest into yourself, invest into really your brand is everything. Yourself, looking better, feeling better. That's why I tell people all the time when it comes to success, people watch the person. You know, like it's like people don't understand that when you are a walking brand, anything that you attach yourself to, the value goes up. But you got to put in a lot of work, put in many, many years to be reputable and for people to actually believe in you. It's every day people just blow my phone up, just like, because they respect me in business, everybody want to go into business. Everybody want me on their team because it's like, I know my value. But it's I just had someone text me 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna read you the text. I'm gonna read you the text if you think I'm lying. I'm gonna read you the text. Oh, this is 11:08. Can you be my investor or business partner? Every day, every single day. It never ends. They're like my phone all day, every day. I got somebody else. I'm gonna read you another one. This is from today. I'm gonna just show you guys when you bring real value, you don't gotta chase people, they come to you. Somebody else text me 8:58. Good morning, bro. I have a business plan I want to present to you whenever you got time to chat. I have vocal lessons at 12, so anytime after that is cool. This is today. Every day people just come to me about these plans and, hey, can you partner with me? Hey, can you do this? Can you? Because they know how valuable I am. They know if they doing it with me, it's going to take off. Because I'm going to believe in a vision more than you do. Because that's just how I'm built. See, we're built different. Some people figure out the ways that, man, it won't work. How can it work? I'm looking for solutions. I'm solution-based oriented. There's no issue. It's a solution for every problem. Once you get good at solving people problems, you'll make a lot of money. See, if you help other people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. See, people always forget about that. You help other people get what they want, you get what you want, and that's Zig Ziglar. And the last one, your mindset for success, embrace failure as a teacher. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt. Listen, you can't make millions without some L's. It's 2 L's in million. You got to take some L's. You got to listen. It's not going to be peach and creamy the whole time. You're going to make it, lose it, make it, lose it. It's like, it's a never ending cycle. But until you learn, then you'll never lose again. It's just all lessons, right? It's all lessons. Adopt a long-term perspective. Focus on growth rather than quick wins. So many people, I want to do this right now. I want to be around for another 10, 20, 30, 50 years to getting paid from something I started years ago. I don't care about right now. Because a lot of stuff, listen, think about it right now. Microwave food, right? You can get hot meal in a minute. TV dinner. But it's not good. But it's nothing like having a chef full time, cook you whatever you want. It's healthy. They got it from the farm in the backyard and long term. So mentally, I'm preparing myself for the lifestyle that I plan on living for the rest of my life. I plan on living a life of abundance. I'm not about to live a life of struggle. You know, you only live this one time. I haven't met someone that came back and said, hey, the other side is way better than here. So guess what? I'm going to live this to the fullest. See, when you're grateful about life, you live longer. You live longer. And that don't mean that you're not going to have problems and issues and things of that nature. You just got to keep going. But I'm grateful about life. And again, I'm going to live until I'm 100 plus years old. I believe it. I've been saying this my entire life. Like, I just know, like, you're going to live till you're 100 plus. You're going to be one of the only people that you know that's going to live till 100 plus. That's why I'm taking care of my body, my mind, and everything. Now, I don't stress. Stress for what? Stressing and worrying is like sitting in a rocking chair. You're going back and forth, but you're going nowhere. Stress about what? What are you stressing about? I don't stress about things I can't control. If I can't control it, I don't stress about it. I don't let people get me out of character. When things happen, I'm not moved. I'm not like, man, I'm stressed out. No, like, it's gonna work out. It's gonna all work out. And eventually, if it don't work out, then guess what? You got another day to wake up for it to work out. So again, you gotta practice gratitude, celebrate small wins along the way, stay motivated and grounded, right? Master time management, treat it like a job. The difference between me is that I work overtime every day. People ask me what time are you open? From the moment I wake up until I go to sleep, my phone is available. And if you got to call me while I'm asleep and it's about some money, I will pick up. That's just how I operate. My business is always open for business. I'm always open to talk. So again, last but not least, stay resilient. Cultivate a never give up attitude, and because success often comes to those who outlast the challenges. That's it. The ones that never give up is the one that win. I just don't give up. I don't. It's just every day. People be like, man, you motivate me to, yeah, because I do it every day. And guess what? I don't need no external motivation. I don't need no one to motivate me to live a better life. I want to live a better life. I can't wait to go to Bali and the Maldives and Bora Bora. And I told you guys, before I turn 40, work 2 weeks out of the month on my computer, travel for 2 weeks out of the month. And I'm going to do that with my son for the rest of my life. We're going to travel, see the world. And guess what? The businesses are going to keep bringing in money. We're going to create systems. I'm going to travel the world with my son. And guess what? Live our life because his dad put in the work. I didn't want to have my son into this world and live a life of eating McDonald's and oodles and noodles. And like, my son never even ate oodles and noodles, ramen noodles. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, my son live a healthy lifestyle. See, I live my life vicariously through my son, but I don't do it in a way of most parents where they wasn't successful, so they try to make their kids successful and they put all that pressure on their son. Like, no, like, I wish I was with my dad every single day, going to the park, going out, shopping, doing different things and eating good and just enjoying life. Like, I see my son every day since he's been born. He's 7. Like, I'm now watching his teeth falling out. I'm like, man, you was just a baby. You getting big boy teeth. You in school. Like, when I pick him up from school, I'm just watching him walk out. I'm like, this guy was just a baby. Like, he don't know what struggle is and stress, and this is like, you just think we go to the store, the guy probably got 300 Hot Wheel cars. Like, he just, oh, I'm gonna get it. He just grabbed the cars. I'm like, how do you, but hey, I don't complain. But that's what you should want for your kids. You don't want your kids coming into this world struggling, and no. My son ain't gonna, it ain't gonna be that type of party. That's why I'm working hard now. Why he's still young. I'm still putting that work in. Because as you get older, guess what? I'm not gonna have to worry about where my teenagers at. Guess you with me. Because that's when your kids need you the most as they get older. But the older that they get, you try to make them independent because you're so busy with your own life. When I'm telling people, you make a better life for your kids, you'll continue to be blessed. The universe is not gonna bless you if you're not doing things to take care of the kids that you brought into this world. Because that means that you're selfish. I'm not selfish. Everything I'm doing is for my kid, so he can live a better life. Because if that's not what you're doing it for, then what are you doing what you're doing? So again, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys were able to take some good notes. Just go out there and make it happen. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you don't do anything to change your life is going to stay the same. My life is going to keep getting better because guess what? I'm going to keep getting better. I'm not wishing for success. I am working for it. That's the difference between me and most people. They're wishing things happen. I am working in order for things to happen. And I know when it happens, I knew how I got there. So guess what? I can always keep going to the top because I know the blueprint. When you know the blueprint, it's not much work you got to do after that. But if you don't know where you're going and you just got some money and you got lucky, you're going to have a good time for that small moment, but you're going to wish your whole entire life. I wish I actually knew how I got the money. It's like most people in the end with this. Most people, when COVID happened and the government started giving away money, so many people had money. It was no violence. Like, people had money. People that ain't never had no money, I used to see with some money. I'm like, man, they look different, they happier. But now those same people, because they blew it, they didn't know how they got it. They started making money every single week. They like, man, this is life. For a small period of their life, they got a chance to experience what I've been experiencing for a very long time. We make money every day. We make money every week. I ain't waiting no 2 weeks to get paid. Nothing wrong with that, but what are you doing between the other 14 days? I gotta make money every day. I'm sorry, I gotta make money every day. When I get on this call, I'm gonna make some money. That's my number one focus in the day. Make some money, because guess what? The more money you make, you can pay other people so you can free up your time, which is your most valuable asset, is your time. It's not money, it's your time. But you need money in order to pay other people to borrow their time. So again, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys are able to go out there, start planning for the new year. And me and Mr. Thomas have the video that we did the last time I was in Nashville, you know, and I hope you guys some gems, you know, and I always like having conversations. Just, I'm keeping real with you. I'm not one of those people that's about to sugarcoat. Like, I keep it real, but I'm doing the work, so nobody can tell me anything because I'm doing the work every single day. So as long as I keep doing that, I'll continue to be successful. And I hope you guys develop that same mindset.